Hi, Eric, and whoever else happens to be watching this who's a guitar player and interested in learning this. Basically, when you're playing with your right hand, you don't want to play like this, right? Because most of the time what happens is your fingers end up looking like this and you have very limited mobility, very limited flexibility with this flat hand up top. Ideally, what you want is you want your hand to hang and just be completely dead and neutral. And this is sort of like my dead neutral hanging position. And I then want to apply that to the guitar. So I basically just sling my hand over and keep this elongated shape with my fingers. It's sort of got a natural curve. It's not out straight. Just got a natural curve and my wrist is bent. I put my thumb on the low E string and let my fingers sort of hang, and that allows my fingers to curve in a very natural position. It requires no muscle energy whatsoever, whereas this requires a lot of tension and muscle, and so you're going to restrict your mobility. You're going to have less dynamics, less power, sort of more of a monotone dynamic range. Whereas this allows your finger to function like a fulcrum, or using the big knuckle, I should say, as a fulcrum point, and gives you much more power, much more control over your musicality and dynamics, and has the nice added benefit of needing absolutely no muscle engagement in order to maintain this position. So you could just sort of sit here, comfortably play and relax, and it may take a moment, but if you notice, there's quite a big gap between my wrist and the face of the guitar, whereas the second I start to shrink that gap, look what happens to my fingers. Now I'm here, now I have to maintain this position by keeping my fingers bent, which sends muscle tension up through the top, through the tendons in the top of my hand into my wrist, which will lock my wrist and ultimately can do so much damage as to give you tendonitis and so, other injuries and stuff like that. But also has sort of a detrimental effect on your playing. So if you are looking to improve your right hand at guitar, just basically keep that right hand naturally bent, like just let it hang and put that position on the guitar, and there you go, and you should be in perfect right hand posture to execute successful fingerstyle techniques. So I hope that helped, yeah, in any case, good luck, and big fan.